Why have we been forgotten? Where is FEMA? Has FEMA helped anyone in this area? No.
Business owners in the South Street Seaport struggled through the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy. Sal Himani's family owns 6 businesses on Pier 17 Seaport Mall. It's one of New York's biggest tourist attractions, known for entertainment, dining, and the view of the harbor. But this was all before the catastrophic storm caused the East River to overflow into the historic district.
It's like a dead zone. You know, it's like there's no life to it. It has to be restored to its original values, and just no life to it right now.
After suffering major losses and barely reopening in time for the holiday shopping, store owners on Pier 17 now face eviction by the multi-million-dollar landlord Howard Hughes Corporation. Plans to gut the 30-year-old mall and modernize it with sexier retail brands have already been drafted. But to their tenants, the May 1st deadline defeats any chances to recover from their loss.
The only way we're ever going to get the money back, which we lost from Hurricane Sandy, and which we're losing now, and which we're going to lose until April, is to be here in the months of May, June, July, August, and September. Those are the months where you make your money and you keep your money on the side to help you survive in the wintertime.
Pier 17 tenants say the winter is generally a slow season. After Sandy, the already slow traffic has become even worse. And without much disaster relief from the city, store owners have bills to pay, including overhead and payroll.
The months of December, January, February, March, April, every tenant here loses money. Right. The reason being is because it's a slow time for tourism. It's cold, so people don't walk here.
Thomas Benson runs a boat tour which docks at Pier 17. And the May through September season is his only time of business.
The impending closing of Pier 17 is threatening to put us out of business, and I might have to lay off 40 employees.
Manhattan's Community Board 1 and the New York City Economic Development Corporation approved the construction. With all of the city officials talk about the hurricane's devastation, one may ask why tenants are required to leave by May 1st, right before what they say is the most lucrative season.
There's a letter of intent between EDC and Howard Hughes Corp that requires construction to begin by June 30th. That seems like a really bad idea at this point with the devastation that occurred down here. And there's no way they're going to be able to start construction before the summer ends.
If they start the construction by the time period they're given, they get some kind of additional development rights. Okay. And their plan is to put some kind of hotel and stuff on there.
The city and Hughes Corp would not comment on delaying the evictions, but it may not be so easy to give all tenants the boot.
And I have a lease in this store with 0 cancellation that goes until 2015.
For years, the mall lacked the allure of name brand shops, populated mostly with mom and pop stores and food courts. The owners of this booth have been here for years. However, they say that this is their last month since rent hiked up to $1,800.
I completely understand what they're trying to do, and I think it's great. But just like Howard Hughes came to us and said, hey, be fair, and we want you to get out of the lease, so what do you want from us? They have to also be fair with all the businesses in this whole area, especially after Hurricane Sandy. I mean, Hurricane Sandy changed everything.
The Pier 17 businesses are fine, are operational. They need support, telling people that they're open, and then they need to be allowed to stay. We all need to be allowed to stay through the end of the summer at the very least.
They will sign anything stating that they'll leave at the end of the summer as long as they're given until the end of the summer to do business.
The last hope for store owners on Pier 17 to stay in business until summer lies in the hands of Margaret Chin and the City Council. Sal and Tom hopes to be a part of a committee made up of the Seaport store owners to address the City Council on this matter at the beginning of February.
We can't let the thousands of employees in this area and the hundreds of stores, we can't let them lose everything. We have to fight for their rights, and we have to unite. And as a city, has to help the small businesses.
For the New York Post, this is Daryl Harrison.